days, I can hit a 1 foot drive.
1 foot drive. We're back. The ball's snorting something. I don't know what he's got going on, but Sabo, Duvall, I have known. We are back. We got Pebble Beach recap this week. Little Genesis, another signature event back to back. Got our standings, our picks. We got a little data. We got a little player pretender. We got to start a streak over. We got Anthony Kim, resurrected, new teammate on the Aces, getting it done. A couple other little things at the end, gentlemen. How we doing tonight, Duvall? I guess I pointed you out. What are you hitting, man? Standard over the counter, or you got something special?
No, I got something special here. Yeah.
This is the OG boom boom stick right here.
Yeah, this is the first one. This is some potent stuff. I'm not gonna lie, but no, I'm still. I got knocked out that week that it got cold here, and I literally have not been able to kick it, and I don't know what's going on. So the chest and it's just been wild. So yeah, they just continue to give me the good stuff. So I just continue to take it. It's what it is. It is what it is.
One in Rome, right?
Outside of that, man, what a treat.
Life's
It's been
good.
nice down here. Yeah, it's been nice down here. A lot of good going on. So how about you,
Nice.
Tone?
Yeah, doing good. Just got some home remodeling going on here, so knee deep in that, and some
Nice.
spring cleaning, and heading to New York for a wedding here soon. So it's gonna be a good week. It's gonna be a good week here, boys.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like New York City?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my Lord.
No
Good
sleep
luck.
till Brooklyn, baby.
Look out.
Good.
Look out, NYC.
Wow. That's what I was saying. Good luck to the NYC, not the Tone.
Exactly. Exactly.
Look out, Brooklyn.
They have no idea what's coming. New York
That's
City
right.
has no idea.
Fathers, hide your daughters.
That's right. Tables,
Look out.
put them away.
Look out. Underground poker rooms. I don't know if you'll do that.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
I can lose my money in other ways.
Other ways, yeah.
Yeah. More
Boy,
fruitful
please.
ways.
Yeah, okay, all right. I was gonna say elaborate, please, but Mike, what's going on with you?
Not much. Had a good Valentine's weekend. Took the missus. We went out with a couple friends for dinner. The first time ever, boys. We've been in Buffalo almost. When did we get to Buffalo? In 2006. We've never gone to Chef's. And we went to the first time on Friday. Not bad. Pretty standard. It's a pasta Italian place downtown. I think it's pretty Buffalo world renowned. They sell their own pasta sauce and stuff like that. But I don't know. Have you guys ever eaten there?
I've
never heard of it.
I have. It's a little overrated, I would say.
Better you than me to say that. Good. Yeah, I looked at the menu online and I just, in your Instagram reels, something clicks and then you see a billion of it. Well, I clicked on a chicken parm video where they bring out the chicken parm. It's all pounded out really thin, deep fried. And the cheese melted, and then they slide it off the plate, and then they bring back the sauce. So I had aspirations of Chef's, super great place, and I had that image in my head of like a chicken parm, and I was like already committed to getting it. And I got it. And one, it's just your expectations. You built yourself up so high that no matter what chicken parm they set down, probably wasn't going to hit the mark of what I saw. But I think I would have pounded out the chicken a little better in my kitchen. The chicken was great, really well done. It was just thicker, and it wasn't what I was expecting. A chicken parm, I thought it would be just a little thinner. So when I'm pounding my chicken in the kitchen, I like to get it a little thinner, boys.
I feel that. I feel that. Been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah. And then you fry that bad boy up. So yeah, it was good overall, though. I would say if you've never been there, go try it, see it. I think the prices were pretty fair.
For sure.
Get a reservation, get there early. We did it 5. We got in at 5. We were walking out. There's a line out the door because we were heading to the Eric Church concert, which was sweet. We went and took that in.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was sending you photos, and
I was like, damn, Tony is playing in front of that crowd?
yeah.
Yeah,
Tony's
yeah.
opening. Yeah.
Not
No.
quite.
Holy crap.
So Eric Church, Tony, you would have loved this. For those that don't know, Tony's a musician, bassist, guitarist in a band right now as a lead guitarist. One hell of a musician, and you would have loved it, Tony. So Eric Church, I've seen him before. He came on stage. I don't know if you saw through the picture I sent you through the setup. So if I go from memory, on the left, he had 3 violins and then the really big violin. What's that called?
A stand-up bass?
Yeah, where it stands on the floor, and but they played it with a string. It wasn't like she was plucking it.
Was she sitting or standing?
Sitting.
Okay, as a cello.
Cello. Yeah,
Okay.
cello.
All right, so cello, 3 violins, 4 backup singers, 4 backup singers. Then you came to this side, there was a sax, trombone, clarinet, and a French horn. So I knew all the horns.
Whoa.
And then you come back, there was a guitarist. Then there was a keyboard, and there was like 2 synthesizer boards and an actual piano. And then there was another guitar player who was acoustic only but plugged in. Like it was a acoustic guitar, not electric.
Yeah.
And then you had the drummer. In front of the drummer was the bassist. You had another guitar player. And then you had Eric Church's main backup singer. She's unbelievable. And then you had Eric Church in the front with a guitar. So that was the setup, man. Like, if you want to talk about music,
yeah,
I didn't know half his music because he played all his new stuff, but it was awesome for the music part of it. Just the vocals, the instruments, and they were spot on. They were good.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was a
Nice.
good time.
But
That was on Valentine's Day?
It was the day before Friday.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah, day before.
Oh,
Friday.
yeah.
So then the funny part is 2 things. All right. Tony, you're a musician and you must love this. Like when you're on that stage, you have the audience just in the palm of your hand. And the things I find and the things I find hilarious are like, and it happens everywhere, right? So like Eric singing, and it could be like his song is like a Friday night, whatever, and he'll slide the word buffalo into it. On a Buffalo Friday night. And everybody's like, oh my God, he said buffalo in the song. Oh God, no. And the place goes crazy. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then the second part, it's cool, but when he does it multiple times, it's kind of a pet peeve where you have the lyrics and you're singing, and then the musician always does this. Hands the mic. Now it's the audience's turn to like sing the verse, right? So that's always cool, like the first time they do it and whatever. But after like the 3rd time, it's kind of like, dude, I paid to hear you sing. I didn't pay to hear Fred, the extremely drunk guy in front of me, try to bellow out your song at the top of his lungs because you decide to point at the crowd. So
that's fair.
I feel that. I
feel that, to do it once, get the crowd into it, turn on the lights, see everybody.
Yeah.
It's a cool moment, right? But after you do that, like the 3rd time and the 3rd different song, I'm kind of over it. That's just me.
I got you.
Call me picky.
Mike's done for the concert.
Yeah,
Third song in.
I'm out.
3rd song in, Mike's like, yeah, I'm out. We'll see you guys later.
I'm done with these parlor tricks.
Just play your song. Yeah.
Can we get more French horn, please? We need more French.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell is this? Get Fred out of here.
There's a lot of people there, huh? There's a lot of LCC people there.
Was there? I didn't see any posts.
Yeah, I saw some posts.
Did you? Yeah, I didn't see any.
Yeah, I was just hanging out Friday night.
I didn't.
Just hanging.
Yeah, we just can't. We weren't planning on going.
Guy,
Yeah, we weren't planning on going. At bowling Monday night, a guy was indifferent about going, and then one thing led to the other, and I just picked up the tickets off him. So,
where was it?
KeyBank Center, hockey arena.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it was filled though. He had the one side blocked off where the stage was, and then from that point all the way around to the other side, it was filled top to bottom. It was a good crowd.
Yeah.
Good crowd.
Yeah,
So
he's huge.
Yeah, Steph saw she was pretty bummed out that we were in Florida. She wasn't there.
hey, tell her put that on the list of reasons to move back.
I'll let you tell her that. I'll let you tell her that.
Start developing that list for you. Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you. Just shoot me an email and I'll forward it over.
Will do.
Yeah. So
The king of forwards.
Well,
yeah.
enough about our weekend. Did you guys take in any golf? I actually watched a smidge of golf this weekend. Actually, on Sunday, I watched maybe an hour's worth before we went to bowling or whatever. But yeah, so Pebble Beach, what'd you boys think?
That place is that I don't care. I love that place. That place is awesome. I want to be there. I got to be there someday.
Yeah.
That place is just, and it was howling. It was howling late. A couple of those shots into 18 I saw were just insane. I thought they were going into the water. Like I thought Scottie pulled his into the water.
So did I.
And I was like, oh no. And then all of a sudden it cut back and it was a foot. And I'm like, oh God, he's going to win. Jesus. Hey, holy cow. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I got to see most of the ending. Actually, I saw everything from probably 10 on. I was pretty impressed with Morikawa. It was for a guy that you didn't even know he was playing in half the tournaments first part of the season and probably late last year, to kind of make his way. He played some solid golf down the stretch in that weather.
Yeah.
So he made some putts too, man. He made some putts dead center. Late. He made that long one on like 16, and then pitched it in there on 17 and made that one too. So 15, 16, and then yeah, it was pretty wild. Bogeyed 17. I had the playoff last week, and I was just praying.
It was looking like it.
It was close.
Did you know? I mean, with like 5 holes left, there were 5 guys at 18. There were like 3 at 19, and then like 4 at 20 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I should have picked a 4-man playoff. I would have been plus
Right.
5,000.
It blows it off.
Yeah, but I thoroughly enjoy that place, and I really like. There's one thing that I will say about the PGA Tour that I'm beginning to like. That I didn't watch a lot of the tour for a little while with everything going on. I didn't. It was just too much noise. But the signature events have been pretty good. You just get a bunch of big names, and some of the golf courses, like you don't really expect guys to shoot 20 something under at Spyglass and Pebble. I just, I remember like Pebble being US Open when Tiger went crazy, and everybody else was just struggling to make pars.
Sure.
And then these guys are going out and shooting 20 some odd under, and it was pick, clean, and place late.
Yeah,
I'll let Tony get into that. I'll let Tony get into that. I was hoping we were going to null and void all bets. I was hoping, but apparently it was kosher. So
I still sign up for that right now. We can null and void all of them.
Yeah,
I mean, what are we even doing? I mean, they're touching the ball. I mean, I guess the PGA Tour weird. I guess the PGA Tour officials didn't want a mud ball to determine the signature event with the biggest names and have that dictate the TV coverage and have guys shank it into the ocean. Weird.
Could you imagine if there was mud on Scottie's ball and he starts it left? That thing is just going left.
Yeah,
it's going straight to the middle. Yeah, exactly.
Come on, he's not starting it anywhere over there. He's chipping it down there. He's
oh God! That's great.
Chipping it down the fairway.
But yeah, no, the conditions on Sunday were pretty wild. Not only like in the day before too. Was it who was I trying watch putting, and it took him like 20 minutes. I think it was Hitsasune, and his ball was just would not stay still, and then for Colin to hit that shot he did on 18, after that wait, who was that? Grazerman?
No,
Or
Bridgman.
Bridgman.
Bridgman. That was probably
Bridgman.
one of the most impressive bogeys I've seen in a
I
long
agree.
time.
I agree.
Yes.
We had like give the man some props. He after he chunked that one off the beach. I was like, this guy, we'll never see this guy again.
Yeah.
Like he's never coming back from this, and everybody's waiting on him and this and that, and man, for him to make bogey from that was like
Yeah.
crazy. Walk all the way back.
I mean, he probably saved himself 250 grand
For
by
real.
making that bogey.
For
Yeah.
real. At least.
Yeah, he bogeyed he was right there, and he bogeyed I think 16 and 18 to close. But I mean, he could have made a triple there real quick
For sure.
and just been gone. So that's big for points. It's big, and it's just big
Way
for
around.
confidence for the kids. So
Huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
the smile he had on his face after he made that putt was priceless for sure. But yeah, good for him and good for Colin for he literally said after his shot that you could hear it on TV. It was like 30 minutes later.
Yeah.
That's weird. They wouldn't let him play up or something like that, right? I guess you can,
the other
but-
two guys were in. I mean, probably could have.
Yeah, just be like, hey, Brigman, while you're walking around, we're going to let these guys hit up.
Yeah.
There should be a common sense thing for the officials to make that happen.
Yeah. Maybe if it wasn't the final group, they would have let him.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
Yeah, it's part of the. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I was Sunday morning, decided to check my phone and see. I knew the coverage was starting early, and I checked it, and Scottie 4 under through 3. I'm like, and I started texting you guys. I was like, oh my God, it's not windy. I turned on the coverage. I'm like, it's not windy yet. And it's soft, and they probably have the greens a little slower. And then he missed that little putt on 4. He knocked it into 4 feet on 4. Used the slope, brought it down, pulled the putt. And that was kind of disheartening. But then on the next hole, the par 3, I think he was in the bunker and then hit it to like 15 feet. He hit on the fringe and he made the long 15-footer. So that kind of cancels out, right? Missed a little shorty, and then you make an unexpected 15-footer to save your par and keep the round going. But he had 3 birdies, 3 eagles, 6 birdies, 6 pars, 3 bogeys.
And they were saying like what, 150 feet worth of putts or something.
Yeah,
I heard something crazy like that.
Dude goes bogey free. He wins, and he shoots what, 58?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's or no, 50. He shot what, 59?
Yeah, I think 59.
What did he shoot? He was 9
under 60.
63, I think.
Yeah, so he would have shot 60, but still, he would have won.
Oh yeah.
I'm still throwing it out there. I sent out a pretty bold text message to you boys.
You did.
And I'm kind of putting it out there that maybe he doesn't win the rest of the year.
Who, Scottie?
Yep.
You think Scottie Scheffler won't win the rest of the year?
Wow.
I don't know, man. It's hard for me
Don't
to
back off
say
it now.
It's hard for me to say it. I said right away, I was like, I don't know if I believe it or not. But it was just kind of like a hot take. Like he's kind of
It's the hottest take you've ever had.
Yeah, he's played some weird rounds of golf for Scottie, and then he's just come out and done some like wild stuff. So I don't know. I'm sure he's gonna put it together for 4 days or something, but I don't know.
Wow.
I could maybe see it go in the opposite direction mid-season. I could see it go in the opposite direction.
Well,
Yeah,
this happened once. This happened once before. Phil Mickelson said he wasn't going to win, and then
maybe he wins 9 more times now that I say this.
Yeah, so we'll put it out. We'll see if you have the same clout as Phil with your hot takes.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Why don't you put your money where your mouth is?
Do we? What odds? What are the odds that I'm getting for this bet?
2 to 1.
What do you? What
do you mean odds? This guy to
so
win the
you're
golf tournament? To win a golf tournament?
You're telling me that this guy's won what 14 times in a year and a half or something, or 2 years, and I say that he's not going to win the rest of the season, and I don't get odds on any bet that goes out there. We're just talking. I mean, I made a ridiculous take right there. Now you've just doubled down on it, and it
Well,
sounds even
what do you
more
think the
ridiculous.
odds should be?
I don't know, probably like I'm trying to think. So for him to not win another event for the season, what has he got? 16 events left? I should probably get probably like plus, I don't know, 1,200.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
What?
That's
Why
crazy
is
talk.
that crazy?
Why have the take if you think the odds are going to be plus 1,200?
Just listen, I'm kind of throwing it out here. This is one of the reasons why I said this. Scottie's been one of these guys that just constantly goes out and shoot. Like how he constantly goes out and shoots like 4 or 5 under, right?
Mm-hmm.
And lately he's played a few of these events where like he got a soft golf course with no wind, final round, shoots a great number, don't get me wrong. But he kind of does the same thing in Scottsdale where like that place is completely gettable. There wasn't really that much going on out there. Like he played a couple of poor rounds. I don't know how much you can rely on yourself to just go out and shoot like 20 under for 3 days.
It's
True.
the first time he's shot in the 70s in like 3 years.
That's
If
not
anything,
true.
it's the
That's not
opposite.
true.
That's
He shot like 3 over. He shot like 2 over last week in Scottsdale, and then he shot
and that's
like
what I mean.
even.
That was like the first time since I don't know.
Then he shot even par last week on a pretty easy golf course where everybody else was taking it deep. Like I'm just saying, there's
There's kinks in the armor.
listen. The guy's the number one ranked player in the world. He's got one of the greatest streaks going, whatever. I'm just, I'm kind of throwing it out there. You want a little Brandel take? You guys want some content? I'll throw it out there. I feel like there might be some situations where maybe Scottie just doesn't get it done. Maybe he just doesn't, oh. What's another good golf course? What's another golf course that they play that he can just tear up? Although I will say he doesn't usually. He hadn't won. What was the streak, or what was the? It was like he wasn't winning before April or something. Like last year or the year before, there was something that like he wasn't winning before. Like he didn't really have a great record before the Masters.
Yeah.
So. And then later in the season, I mean, he's probably going to win what is it, like the Houston or whatever that one event is that he's going to go out and it's like right by his house. And he's probably going to shoot like 42 under and win by 10. So that's going to throw a little bit of a kink in there. But
how about this? What would you put the over under at?
Of what?
How many times he wins this year? From here on out.
I don't know, 2.5.
2.5 sounds right to me.
Yeah,
yeah, and I'm taking the over.
Yeah, you're gonna take the over, and I'll take the under.
All right, well, there's our bet.
There you go.
Couple units
with some odds.
There's always a positive side. Well, if you want,
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if you want Duvall, we could work this into our weekly bet we have going on, where it's a standing Scottie bet between you and I, where on the Wednesday, whatever his odds are to win is what we lock it in as. We have our minimum wager, 100. If the field wins, I pay you $100. If Scottie wins, you pay me the juice on the odds, and I take it every week.
I don't know if I like that. Because one win offsets the entire rest of the season.
Well, no, right now he's plus 315 to win this week. He's never going to be above.
I take that bet.
He's never going to be above 100 going into any tournament. He's never going to be above plus 500.
So
Yeah.
if he, so let me, yeah, let's think about that.
That's easy money.
Let me crack
Even
that in. Let me crack that in my brain.
Yeah. So
Mike's
every
trying to
week,
give you money.
yep. Just how
No, he's not.
confident he is in his take.
No, he's not. He's not. I gotta think
He
about that.
absolutely is.
I gotta think about that.
If there's 16 events, he wins twice. At most, I'm winning probably $600, and then I'm losing 10. And I'm losing 10 grand.
1,000.
Yeah, so it's
No, you're losing
losing
1,000.
losing 1,000 minus 400. Yeah, so I'm losing either way.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
All right, bets off
Let
the
me
table.
think about that. Let's
Yeah,
think about it.
Bets off
Bets
the
off the
table.
table.
You're
yeah, you
welcome.
had your chance. You had your chance.
Unbelievable.
I
Yeah.
should
Well,
get a.
speaking of betting, we got the Genesis Invitational coming up this week. The Riv
Yeah.
holds a special place in my heart. I love the Riv. When I was in California, played it a ton. Auberg's defending champ, but if you remember, that was not at Riv last year. That was at Torrey South or Torrey North or one of them. I don't know. I think that's when the fires were happening in California and they couldn't play it at Riv, right?
Yeah.
Is that what was going on? So
totally
the event.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Man,
So
Auberg,
if you were looking at the leaderboard from last year, boys, for your bets this year. And let's see here. Here's a fun one. I'll show this one for everybody. So look at this young man at the Riv. That's the 10th tee.
Wow.
How about that move? Clip that bad boy.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Man, you really cleared. You cleared really well back in the day.
That's when the hips worked.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the old Riv right there. So love it.
I got to play Riv once. Oh man,
Yeah.
what a treat. Walking out of the clubhouse out it's like walking out of a tunnel.
Yes.
Coming right to the I got chills, man. I got chills just thinking about I'll never forget the chills I got when I walked through that. They got all the pictures up there. They got it's Hogan's Alley and
now did you ever get to play off the roof on number one?
No.
So if they're member guest, you'd walk up and they have a pad up top on the roof, and member guests, they hit their tee balls off. I don't know if they still do it or not. This was how many years ago? 25 years ago. I don't know if they still do it or not, but yeah, it was an elevated tee right up on top. Then you'd hit it, and then you'd walk down through and then go out and play.
That's wild.
Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got to walk out the back door and right across the street onto the first tee box. I was all I needed was like Hell's Bells playing or something. I would have been right back in my hockey days. Like, holy cow. What a treat.
What was wild about playing that place, we had a 4 caddy. The first time I played it had a 4 caddy. And we're on number one, and I had like, I don't know, 185, 190 to the pin, and the caddy's like, all right, what do you carry? 175 or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know, whatever it was at that time.
9
and I was like, I'm just gonna run up. I think it was at the time I was in between like a 4 iron or a 5 iron, and I was like, nah, I'll just hit a 5 iron short and let it bounce up, whatever there was, because the pin was in the front. And he's like, no, you got to carry it to the green. You're not going to get the ball's not going to hit and run. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Give me the club caddy. And I hit it. And right where the ball mark was, it stuck. That kikuya grass, there was no bounce. So, like, there was a par 5 where I ripped a 3-wood into the green, and it was right by the ball mark. It wasn't wet. It was just doink. It was not like your normal bent grass, Bermuda grass, whatever, where the ball would release and run. That it just freaking grabbed, man.
Yeah.
It was wild. It was wild. And it was really wild is if you're chipping, you always had, and Andy, you probably knew that, whenever you chip, you have to carry it to the green. Like, you can't carry it on the fringe. If you hit the little bump and run, you can't land it on the fringe. It'll just stop. It just grabs.
It's sticky. Yeah. It's sticky.
Yeah,
That's
it's
wild.
pretty. So
It's
every
like
short game shot you have to hit is you got to get it on a green. You can't. There's no. I don't know how to explain it. You got to probably explain it better, Andy.
it's like landing into a puddle just short when you land it exactly where you're looking to hit it, and it just comes up dead short. So that's really the way that I can explain it.
That's the best way to explain it. Yeah, that's a good analogy.
If that doesn't stick in my head, if you guys don't realize that that's still living in my head right now, and I don't know what else is. So
Can't imagine.
Yeah.
tough situation. I've been dreaming about it. So
You waiting for next year
I can't wait.
to tee that bet back up.
Throwing that 60 in the pond was really a crazy butterfly effect, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Speaking of crazy butterfly
situation.
effect.
Tough situation. Tough situation.
Could have flown it right on there. It's a shame.
Oh shit. What all right, boys. Anything else on Rib before we get into standings and picks?
Let her rip.
Yeah. Let's fly.
Let's fly? All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Well, standings after last week. We had a change in the standings. Duvall was still in first. It was negative 600.
Nice.
So he stands at 57.75 for the season.
Jesus.
I'm watching the last couple holes with a buddy, and he's like, oh man, it looks like it's going to a playoff, and I'm like, I really hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't.
I really need it not to go to a playoff.
My lord. My lord. I had
Love
a
you,
couple
Andy.
of deep. I had Cantley in there too, and I was just like, Matsuyama, just snipe this thing into the water or something. I'm like, please just hit it into the water or do something. And he just hits it to like 20 feet. I'm like, this is a debacle.
Disaster.
So
disaster. Our new second place, Tony, was plus 170 on the week, taking him up to 39.95. So he knew second place. And you say, wow, boys, why such a change? Wasn't second way in front? Well, yours truly took a pretty large wager this week, a $500 unit, and it didn't work out. And none of my bets worked out. So I was negative 900 for the week. So it's $1,000 flip between Tony and I. So I'm down to 37.56. I am in the basement, staring punishment right in the face. And I'm a couple weeks away from running out of money with the way it's going now, because I am not laying off the gas pedal. That is for sure.
I love it.
It's all gas, no brakes. And
all I gotta say is
I
won the over under on weeks having money left.
You did. I'm proud of you.
Pay up, boys. Pay up.
Proud of you, yeah. I think it was 6.5 weeks. I think it was the line. So you still got
4.5 weeks.
Oh, was it 4.5?
Yeah.
I thought Florida swing you'd be out of money, so we still have time. But you're not that reckless right now.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
After drinking gravy every 5 minutes for an hour, you kind of learned your lesson on that's a behavioral training episode, right?
Yeah. Some negative reinforcement about
this, you know. Every time he wants to bet 1,000, he's like, gravy, 100.
Yep. 100. The risk management is a key situation right now. So,
Amen.
Well, as last place, I'm gonna take the option to go last this week. I'd like to see what my guys in front of me are picking, because I have more than 5 bets and I'm in between a couple. So 1, I don't want to duplicate any action, and 2, I'd like to maybe hedge at all possible if I can. So
we're getting into the hedging. We're getting into the hedging stages, boys.
Andy or Tony, whoever wants to rip it.
I'll get mine out of the way. I only have a couple here. So.
I only have.
Oh boy, Tony's foot's off the gas pedal. He's just on cruise control now.
Small ball.
Yeah.
Small ball. All right, what do you got?
All right. So first I've got Ryo Hisatsune and Tony Finau, a little 2-pick parlay for a top 30. That is plus 441.
Okay.
And I've got
40?
a top 30.
30, sorry. Thank you.
That's
all right.
And then I've got a single bet Tom Hoagie to top 30. That's plus 215. Had a nice week last week.
I like that.
And then a 3-pick Also, these are all top 30. Max Homa, JT Poston, and Alex Noren for plus 791.
Wow.
And I'll do 100 units on all my bets this week.
Wow.
Okay. I like it. A lot of good, safe possibilities. Another short field event. All right, Duvall.
All right, I'm gonna start it off with my playoff bets. I'm gonna take there is going to be a playoff for plus 375, and I'm gonna go as far to say that for another unit, there's going to be a three-man playoff for plus 1200. Top five,
Okay.
Burns plus 700.
Okay.
Top five, Fitzpatrick plus 690. And then I have a top 40 and a top 30. So it's a parlay. I've got a top 40 for Hitsetsuni and Cootie, and then
Okay.
a top 30 for Campbell. And that's a plus 1435.
Wow. All right.
And then I have one more. It's a top 30 parlay. Gerard, Fleetwood, and Knapp. And I'm going to take this for $3
Ooh.
at plus 350. So let's see, it's 300.
And all the rest of
I
them
think
are
it's, I think it's 800 total.
350. Oh, wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 on the line. Yes, sir. All right. Tony's got 3. Interesting. So do you have 2 bets? One is a playoff, yes, and then another one is a playoff 3-man? So 2 separate
Yep.
bets? Okay.
Yep. And I'm hoping they both just spank each other right away. Just boom.
Wait, is the original bet good if a 3-man playoff goes too?
Yeah, because it goes to a
So,
playoff.
will there be a playoff? Yes, for plus
Yes.
whatever, and then so you could hit both of those. Okay,
Then he's doubling down.
got it.
So, like last week, I had Scottie to win, and then I had like Jake Knapp to win without Scottie. So Scottie somehow came back and won, and Jake finished second by himself. I could have won both ways,
Got it.
Wow.
which would have been epic. But
Sure would have.
didn't happen. Did not happen. All right, here's my picks. Let's do it. I'm going top English player. He's hot. I'm going with Tommy Fleetwood. That's a little plus 184. He has to beat out Fitz, Rose, Hall, Aaron Rye, and Penge. That's his grouping. So I'm going to go with little Tommy Fleetwood to stay hot. I'm going to go with Group C winner, Goddard. That's a plus 310. He's got to beat out Colin, Siwoo Kim, Griffin, and Ricky.
Wow.
That's Goddard. His first time.
Ricky Fowler?
Ricky Fowler's in that group. Mr. California. He's getting a lot of love this week.
He played well this week.
He did. And he usually is top 20 at the Riv. If you look it up, he usually plays the Riv very well, considerably speaking. I've got a parlay. This is a top 40 parlay. All right. It's a plus 1025. The competitors in this top 40 are Knapp, Thigala, Homa, Xander, Cantley, Colin, Ricky, and Maverick.
Wow.
That's the California wave right there, boys. That's everybody that's either from California or played golf on like UCLA or Pepperdine or one of these schools that played Riv a lot. So That's my take.
What's that for? Plus what?
1025. 8 players.
Wow.
Top 40. What else do I got cooking here? I got a top. I'm not going to get greedy because I'm behind. I'm going to make this a top 20 bet. It's a plus 428 Knapp and Maverick. So I'm doubling down on the 2 California guys, Jake Knapp and Maverick McNeely for a top 20, 428. And my last bet, gonna little splash here. I'm gonna go with that there will be a hole in one. The odds on this are plus 10,000 because I'm taking Mr. Maxfly Ben Griffin to have a hole in one this week. I feel
Wow.
calling out player exact Ben Griffin. I'm even going to call it hole number 6 with the bunker in the middle of the green. Ben Griffin's going to have a hole in one there this week. Count it.
I
Wow.
love it.
So those are my
Ben Griffin plus 10. Wow.
on a hole in one. All those are 100 unit bets, gentlemen. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the line this week, trying to get back into it.
I
And
like
if I
it.
go 0 for 5 again, I'll be betting 100 a week until I get lucky. Because I cannot lose all my money before the Florida swing. Is this the
boy.
last? Is this the last event before the Florida swing? So I'll make it.
is.
I'll make
Yeah.
it.
Gotta be, yeah.
Because next
is,
week,
yeah.
so at Honda or Cognizant or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Is it next week?
I believe so.
It's usually the
Oh,
one,
boy.
the first one it kicks off. Or
Yeah, it goes Cognizant and then Copperhead over in Tampa. Yeah. Man, I gotta give me some
who are we
tickets.
talking about? Fitz.
I gotta give me some tickets.
Who are we
Get your
talking
media
about?
badge.
I haven't gotten a response from the PGA Tour.
I'm shocked.
Weird.
Like, what are they doing?
That's weird.
Crazy talk.
Wow.
Don't you know who I am?
I can't believe that. Well, I'm not going to hold up the show, but I got to listen to it back. Duvall, you were talking about a player. You were talking about somebody. I'll have to play it back because that's going to be my pick for the Cognizant. I already have it. I meant to write it down, and I didn't write it down. And now I forgot who the winner of the Cognizant's going to be. Oh, well.
You calling
I'll
that
have
out now?
I
A little
was.
early.
I was going to do it. Yep. Yeah, I was going
Swish.
to do a swish.
And I was talking about him, huh?
Yeah.
Was he a favorite or no?
I think you were picking them for this week, Duvall. Who are your Burns, Fitz, Cootie, Campbell, Fleetwood, Knapp, Gerard? No, I don't know. I'll have to listen to it back. It'll spark a memory. But also, boys, I did a little stat keeping for the people that follow the pod and may want to put in some bets. You gotta know who to follow, who to fade, and all that good stuff. But right now, and it doesn't follow the standings because of bet wagering amounts. You know what I mean? We don't all do 100 every week. We do 300, 200, 500, so the stats don't necessarily follow the standings.
That's why I was curious about it.
I'm
Because-
sure my Brooks bet outweighs for the 500 that I got in late.
Yeah, that's the only, yeah. Thanks. So, with that being said, I'll just read through some of the stuff here. So, Duvall, we'll start with you since you're all giddy. You're at a 27.8 hit percent rate. You place 18 bets. You have 5 wins. 5 wins and 18 bets. You placed 8 parlay bets and won 2 of them, 10 straight bets and won 3 of them. So you're at 25 and 30% respectively. Tony, 11.1%. 2 wins out of 18.
Nice.
5 parlays you've taken, Tony. You've hit 0 of them. You have no parlay winners. And you have
Goose egg.
2 of 13 straight bets for a little 15% hit rate on that. So that's Tony. And then I'm at 23.1%. I have 6 wins and 26 bets. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why I have 8 more bets than you guys, but I guess I have a problem.
Wow.
I may have
Wow.
to call a 800 number after this, but I put in 26 bets this season. I've won 6. I also have not won any of my parlays. I've taken 4 parlays this year and hit 0 of them. I put in 22 straight bets and won 6 of them for a 27% hit rate.
Wow.
So that tells me I got to put in more straight bets and lay off the parlays, but the parlays are so lovely
Juicy.
and tempting. You know,
Yeah, they're so
Juicy.
juicy.
it just takes one. It just takes one. So for your bettors out there, they always say the straight bets are the way to go, and our stats so far prove that. As a team, we're 2 of 17 on the parlays, 11% hit rate, and we're 11 of 45 on the straight bets, 24%. So that's our early season stats. As we move along, I'll have some more stuff for you. If you guys want to, I was trying to break it down. I just need a little more time. I was trying to break it down into like type of bet within the straight bets and within the parlays, like top 40s, top 30s. What hit rate is most accurate? But
That's deep.
I've not had that
Going
time for
deep.
analysis yet, but I will. There'll be a night where I can't
Respect it.
sleep, and I'll just pound it out. Just open up the laptop and crank it out. So that's our stats. I don't know if that helps or hurts anybody, but that's what we got.
That definitely makes me want to put a couple straight bets in. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got time. You can rifle off a couple more.
I just
Mike,
might.
don't call that hotline for a couple more weeks, all right? Until you're out of money. Just give it a couple.
Till
of
I'm out of
weeks.
money. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, just give it a couple weeks.
Yeah.
You know what? In the spirit of Mike's hard work and all those wonderful stats we just heard, I am gonna throw in a late single bet here. Single bet.
I love this.
And
Give me Ricky Fowler to top 10 for plus 335.
Wow.
Man, I talked to the guy loves Ricky to begin with.
I love Ricky.
And then we do some Ricky glazing. And then he sees everybody taking Ricky in a bet and he's left out. He's got to jump in on it.
That's right. Well, it was more how disgusted Andy was that you took him. That made me think, oh, I got to put this guy on a slip. Just got to do it.
I just can't believe that he's in Group C. I figured he'd be in Group Z.
Yeah.
His odds are like he's top
he's
30 odds.
Yeah, if not 20.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, now that Tony took him, I'll get you guys the odds with me bumping Ricky out of my parlay for top 40. I'll get back to you with those odds. I got to remove Ricky from my top 40 parlay.
I love it.
I'll get back to you with some updated odds.
The mush.
But,
the mush.
Lowry came through for me last week.
He did. Big.
That was
Lowry made a couple of birdies down the stretch that
was nice to
kept
see.
you right there. Yeah.
There was a Lowry top 10.
He missed a shorty too. He could have done at least one better. They didn't show him a ton, but
yeah, save it for next time. All right, boys. Well, those are our picks for this week. Now it's on to our favorite segment, the world famous
Player or Contender.
We are going for one in a row.
So exciting.
Our little misstep last week. We thought, we should have known better. I'm still beating myself up, but let's start it again.
The legend of Matt Calderon. Anyways.
Yeah. What were we doing?
Beat them.
What were we doing?
Yeah.
But, we got a fresh one here for you, boys. We got 2 back-to-back and the West Coast swing in California. So I figured we'd keep it simple. We go Cali golfers here, boys.
Oh, Duvall. This is you, baby.
Mike.
Let's go.
All right, boys. You ready? Here we go. Golfer number 1. Tiger Woods. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Mark Lai. Born in Vallejo, California. Lai attended San Jose State University, where he is a 3-time All-American. turned pro in 75. And after much success on mini tours overseas, he earned a PGA Tour card in 77, was a full-time member of the tour from 77 to 91. His best year was in 1983, where he recorded his only victory at the Bank of Boston Classic. He had 6 top 10 finishes in 1983, as well as finishing 28th on the money list. His best finish in a major was the 1984 Masters. That is golfer number 1, Mark Lye.
Can you spell that last name?
Lye.
Not the guy I was thinking of. Okay, keep going.
All right, golfer number 2, Jim Kostler, born in Santa Cruz, California, attended University of California, Berkeley, where he was a 2-time All Pac-10 selection. After several seasons competing on mini tours throughout Western United States and Canada, he earned his PGA Tour card through Q School in 1998. He was a full-time member of the PGA Tour from 99 to 2006. His lone PGA Tour victory came at the 02 Pacific Heritage Classic in Napa. That season, he recorded 5 top 10s, the most of his career. His best finish in a major was T8 at the 2003 U.S. Open. That is golfer number 2, Jim Kostler. And golfer number 3, Jerry Hurd, born in Visalia, California, attended Fresno State College, and in 1968 he turned pro. In 1969 he earned PGA Tour status after fall Q School. His first professional win came at the American Golf Classic at Firestone Country Club in 1971. He had 60 top 10 finishes in PGA Tour events throughout his career, including 4 top 10s in majors. His best finish in a major was T5 at the 1972 Masters tournament. That is golfer number 3, Jerry Hurd.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
I have thoughts, but I don't have anything concrete.
That's cool. My mind's blank right now.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the first guy might have been spelled Ley, and I think that would have been a slam dunk yes, because there was a lot of those running around in California.
I feel like
Ly. What's that?
I feel like Kostler.
Number 2?
It doesn't.
I mean, that was right when I was there in California. You were there shortly after. I feel like one of us would know that name if he was real. For as accomplished as he was. Can you spell number 2's last name, Tony? Just so we make sure.
It's Kossler.
Oh, I've seen that before. But was it Ben? Was it Ben Kostler, though, I'm thinking of?
I have no idea. I have never heard of. I'm blown away.
Right.
I mean,
number 2 is good. Lye sounds like he should be in Europe, not California. And what was the third guy's last name?
Hurd. Heard.
So dumb. That's like Smith.
What was his first name?
Jerry
Hurd, huh? I've never heard of him. So
what's great is he had a lot of accomplishments during the Nicholas Palmer era. I find that hard to believe. So that's what tipped me off with the third guy, was like, he's right in the wheelhouse of that era of Nicholas Palmer dominance. Now, it doesn't mean that he couldn't have done that. What was his bio? Like 60 top something?
60 top 10 finishes in PGA Tour events, including top 4 top 10s in majors.
Yeah, because Jack and Arnie top 3 every time. With Lee. Hogan might have still been playing a little bit. Snead was probably too old.
Are we leaning towards Lie?
I think so. I immediately thought he was good, though, when he started reading it. but I had the wrong spelling in my head. But I don't know if that should matter.
San Jose State, huh? I don't know, Mike. I'm kind of shooting in the dark here.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm just trying to pull it apart any way we can, strip it down any way we can. I think,
Hurt seems to be too accomplished to be off.
yeah.
But then again,
And is he gonna? It's our first one in a row. Is he really gonna just come after us like he did last week? Is he not gonna let us? Is he gonna just do us dirty with Hurd, like he did with Smith and did the Jedi mind trick with Smith last week? He put a John Doe. Like is he gonna do that to us again? I'm
leaning towards lie.
Yeah, let's lock it in. Number one. I'm locked in. One
Final answer.
for me. Duvall?
Yep.
All right.
Mark Lai is not the pretender. It was Jim Costler.
Was Costler.
Fake golfer.
You had it, Duvall. I called you off on it. My bad.
Well, no streak to be ruined here.
No streak to start.
Yeah.
It's all right. Hey, there's always next week.
Oh, man.
Is there a Ben Costler?
I have no idea.
That was my immediate thought was Ben Costler.
I don't think so.
But I should have known, Andy. That was both of our heydays. We would have heard of the guy, right?
I can't believe I didn't have my AI up. Son of a b.
Oh. Yeah, just have it on the volume. You're listening.
Yeah, what the hell?
Get that going, will you?
What am I doing?
I mean, get your full Belichick on.
It's unbelievable.
You got a streak to break.
God.
No Ben Costler, Tony?
No Ben Costler.
No, I'm just smoking crack then. Sorry, Duvall.
Well, I'm glad we have the rest of the season to rip through this 18 streak.
Yes, we got to go the rest of the summer, right?
Agreed.
Easy peasy. Maybe you're thinking of Bo Hostler.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it could be.
All right.
Nice work, Tony.
Yeah,
good try, boys. Good try.
Way to go.
Good work. Well, the next little quick tidbit. How about our boy, we talked about him earlier in the year, signed a deal with the Aces, and he's back in the winner's circle. I mean, you want to talk about a guy who's been through some shit, and a guy, if you'd ever get him in a room and just get him talking, like, could you imagine the stories this guy has? At least the ones that he can remember. From his party days, his life, his journey, I mean, you look at him now, you could just see it on his face. Like, the boy's been through some shit. He's lived. He's got whenever the good Lord calls on him that his number's up, he's not going to look back and be like, man, I wish I had that.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, I wrung every ounce of shit out of this body that I could.
Amen.
And I did it all. So, he's back in the winner's circle. What do you guys think? Little AK.
Absolutely. Yeah, good for AK, man. I didn't really get to see him play on the PGA Tour much. So it was nice to see some of the brilliance and what a story, like you said, to come back from what he did. So yeah, awesome. Very cool.
I used to watch his golf swing all the time. His golf swing, like, they had so many videos. Like, I can't remember the guy's name that used to take. He would do like all the tour players, and they broke down his golf swing. And I probably watched this like 50 times, just the same video over and over again. Like, just back in the day, man, he swung it. He just did some wild stuff. He was kind of like a Hogan. They would just kind of compare him to Hogan with his takeaway and where he got it, and then the compression down, his head would drop, and just it's wild to hear some of the stories that he went through. I mean, I'm interested to know if he moved up like 400 spots or something in the world golf ranking. Something ridiculous. He went from like 6 or 700 to like 200.
Nice.
That's
So,
awesome.
you know, top 50 in the world get um, Masters, top 100 get PGA, and then the British Open and US Open have special exemptions that they can give. So I'd be interested, you know, if he gets hot, he can move up into the top 100 in the world like real fast. Um, and
You,
he's capable.
Oh yeah.
Like he's capable. I mean, the things that he did back in the, you know, he played Rory. I saw some of the old Ryder Cup. Was it Rory that he played? No, he played oh no, I can't think of who it was.
Remember his round.
Sergio. He played Sergio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, and he made what did he make? He made like 10 birdies or something at the
Got like
Masters.
61 or 62 with his shirt half untucked and just
Yeah,
cruising around the Augusta. It was awesome. Yeah.
yeah, the big old belt buckles and
Yeah.
yeah, he's gone through some pretty dark times. I mean, it's wild that his nasal cavities are as intact as they are, but you know, it's pretty insane. You can see they're beat up, but
I don't know.
outside of that,
They
you
might
know,
have to put a little lamb intestine up there just to give him a new sinus cavity. Who knows?
yeah, but
Uh,
yeah, it's good to see him back. I mean, it's kind of showing that the live. I mean, for him, it's giving him an opportunity to, you know, to do something that he used to do that he loved doing. He was probably in a terrible mind, you know, frame of mind to be doing it. But it's kind of given Liv a little bit more of a backing with the world golf ranking points and what they can do and you know what's kind of possible moving forward for some of these guys for majors and you know moving back to the PGA Tour if they want to do it as we've talked before with some of the younger guys. So, but man, some of those fist pumps that he had going. I mean, he shot 63 to close. He played Rahm and Bryson. Um,
Manhattan was
what yeah, what I mean, what more do you want?
all
Yeah,
the best.
you get a final round. I mean, Bryson shot a million the final day or something. He shot like 2 or 3 over, but
Yeah.
you know, outside of that, he still took him down and still shot 63 when it mattered. I mean, he was hitting shanks a year and a half ago. You know, his best finish was 20th or 20 mid 20s. So just an awesome story.
Yeah. Agreed.
Just an awesome story.
for sure.
Agreed.
Makes me want to go start practicing again.
Almost.
Almost.
If he gets in the winner's circle one more time, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I might go hit some balls after, but who knows?
I love
Yeah.
it. Well,
So-
the one other little tidbit, since we're talking about standings, I figured we all got into a year-long pool, the DJ Myers PGA pool down at the Dan Cave in PA. And after 2 weeks, this is a season-long one. After 2 weeks, Dambo's in first place with 61. Straka likes it hot. I don't know what that name is, but I like it. He's in second, or she's in second, and TNT Tingle is in third right now. And the part of the polls, like when you get into these, like there's over 100 people in this poll, I like looking at the names. And like some of my favorite names in this, I don't know if you guys looked through it. I kind of liked Grip It and Sip It. I don't know who that
That's
is,
good.
but super creative. The Gimme Gang.
Tony.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, the Gimme Gang. I want to be part of that gang. That's the way I
Nice.
golf. It's good. I don't. The only one that gives more putts than me is Jed. I think every time I play Jed, I'm shooting like even par. That's good. Big of
Hey, you
thanks.
know,
I got up and down from everywhere today. Everywhere.
Yes, 6
This is
feet,
awesome.
6, 7 feet. Just scrape it. Just
Scrape
you don't
it.
even have to. Just leave your putter in the bag.
Yeah, just get it out of here. Jesus, don't waste my time.
Exactly.
Big Divots was a good one. And my fun one, and I had to look it up to make sure it wasn't Tony, but it wasn't Tony, was Mudballs. That was a good team name as well. So very fitting for our podcast.
Love it.
But our personal
We,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
At
our
least mine
personal
is.
standings. I mean, 61 points is leading, but the way this pool works, it's all about the majors. It's all about the elevated events. You get more weighted points. So if you guys being, I think Tony was in it last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of you gotta strategically do well at the majors. You can sub in guys, but right now Tony is leading Duvall. Between us, he's 65th right now with 35 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
And then I have 2 entries this year. I got 1 Foot Drive Pro, which is me. That's my picks. And I'm in 92nd with that one. And then there's another name, Flowbro is Duval. So nice name there, Duval. Flowbro. He's
bro.
116th. And then I did another entry. 1 Foot Drive AI. So I
Ooh.
plugged the golf pole into Chat GPT and had it run its analysis for the year long, gave it all the criteria and all the whoa. Well, that's sitting at 129th. Thanks, AI. That was a
Oh,
burn.
Yikes.
I just burned $25 there, however much it was to get into the pool. So it might be in last, but it's a
I
long
think
year.
I've
Only week 2 of like 20 weeks
Yeah.
or 26 weeks. So who knows?
It's early.
Yeah.
I think I've come to the realization that like 2 of the guys I picked aren't even like fully into the signature events. So that kind of hurts. That kind of hurts.
Well, you can sub out. You can
Yeah,
sub
you-
out.
Yeah.
Cost you $10.
I'm
But you
just
can
waiting
sub
for
people
I'm
out.
just waiting for Eric Cole and Justin Rose to win one each a major this year, and I'll be good.
Man, don't hold your breath on that. You want odds on that
Masters
one? What do you want odds on
Masters
that?
and U.S. Open.
Oh, gee.
Do I get odds on that? Do I get odds on that?
I'll give you whatever.
Ooh.
For both of those guys to win a major this year?
Plus
It's astronomical.
That's like a 50
plus
to
300,000.
At least.
at least. We'll have
Sweet.
to call the MGM and find out what it is.
Done.
Who was it?
I
Eric
will put $10 on that, please.
and Rose to win a major. Wow. Okay. Well, interesting. What else, gentlemen?
Man, I don't know. I got into it.
Snow's starting to melt. That's
Oh,
exciting.
is it really?
Yeah. I see grass here and there.
You guys thinking of maybe playing some golf soon? Or no?
I
Hopefully.
got a club in my hand. I got the club in my hand. I got a question for you, though.
I don't
Yeah?
know.
2 teachers of the game. I've been kind of out of it for a little bit with the teaching game, but I've seen recently clips where you have Nicholas, David Duval, 2 guys that know how to get it around, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they both say to release the club as soon as you can in your swing versus shallowing, lagging, holding the angle, and then releasing. How does that strike you, boys? I know I've sent you both the clips. Nicholas, release it as soon as you can. Johnny Miller, release it as soon as you can. Different time, different technology, but then you have David Duval, who's a recent Mr. Shot 50-something and world #1 and battled down Tiger for a little bit. Says to release it as soon as you can to get the club back on plane. Thoughts? Comments? How does that strike you? Duval's smiling. What do you got, Duval?
So that was always one thing that I was told. Like a lot of it's like it's a strange situation on how to explain it, I feel, because like a lot of it's just straightening of the right arm, and that allows for the club to get back down on plane instead of like, spinning and pulling and holding. And yeah,
But they're all saying
I but I think that
Phil,
all
Phil.
yeah, I mean, if I'm releasing my right arm, the hand's starting to go that way. Like it's hard to release the right arm and keep the right hand this way. Like I don't really think that you're never going to release it that way. So like if I'm straightening my right arm, it starts to rotate down anyways. So I think that some of them we've talked about this, like Tiger and all of the things that he says, and everything is like a feel situation. Um, so I agree with it. I'm not somebody that I think should hold on to it. I've been looking at a lot of like Morad stuff with Mac O'Grady um and just kind of how like centrifugal force and blah 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 and how that works. But it all has to do with the right arm getting down and where it's going and the club getting back down in front of you.
Yeah. I would say for this is advice that you would give to like a really good player. To me, golf advice is, it's pretty rare that you find anything that's like totally universal, except for like ball flight laws. So, if I were to give that piece of advice to some of my amateurs that don't maybe shift their weight too great, they're never gonna be able to play golf again because they're just gonna stick it in the ground. So if you're somebody who moves really well with your body and you block it, yeah, it's gonna be great. Great advice. Which, I know a lot of pros that struggle with that. That's a top tier miss, So I think the golf swing is all about matchups. If you're somebody who casts and pulls and does that, tell them to release it early. That's the worst advice you can give it to, right? But if you're somebody who blocks it and pushes and you move well, you rotate well, you shift well, then yeah, it's probably a great feeling. But it's, is it relative for you? That's the question.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm under the I was on mute. I'm under the impression that matchups definitely matter. Um, I just think that it's very hard. I feel like even if somebody that casts, I think that if you can get them to understand what the casting motion is and what the releasing motion is and how it works, then somebody who casts, I think, would actually benefit from the motion of releasing it and getting it back down in front of you better.
Sure.
So yeah, so I don't know. I'm somebody that yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just going to say, are you able to differentiate between casting and release without a club or a video or anything like right now? Can you say what's?
I
Yeah, because I
mean,
think it has to do with wrist angles.
yeah,
Yeah.
and whether it's on plane or not, that's it. If you let the right hand, okay, for right-handed golfer, if you let the right hand pass over the left, right?
Okay. Forearms touch.
That to me is what most people consider the release.
Okay.
Would you agree with that?
Um, well, I think that you can. I
Like,
think that
okay,
you.
yes, you
I
can
think you
release it
can
like
release.
that
No, I don't. But I don't think
without
you.
that.
Yeah, but I don't think you release it like that, right? Like I don't think that like it's. I feel like when you're coming down, like if I'm gonna release it, at a certain point, the arms have to somewhat cross over because of just physics, right? It's like your if it's going this way, your right arm gets shorter, so it has to turn. But like release into the ball, I feel like can be more of like a if you're using like you're playing table tennis, like unless you're hitting like a forehand rip, you don't really want to have it working this way. You're kind of having it work. Your hand kind of works this way, and then if you go down, like if it's on an angle, your hand's working this way. instead of this way.
Mm.
So like I think that that's different for a release because like you don't really want the club face to rip over, right? Like you want the club face to be
It
on.
depends.
Yeah, but like
And if you're blocking it and way ahead of it and you want to flip at it,
yeah, but we're not talking like Band-Aid. We're talking like
no,
what
correct.
like if you were to watch Tiger's move back in the day, the one that they say was perfectly on plane, like the face matches symmetrically on the other side. So like his face when he comes through, he's not going this way to get it to go over because then the face would be too turned over.
Sure.
Like if he goes back and then releases this way, the face is going to stay as it goes around. So um if we're talking about trying to fix a like band-aid something, sure, like yeah, let's release it and like roll it over, like that's fine. But I think that that's just that's not like proper fundamentals. If you're going to try to take a new golfer and teach them how to release the golf club, you wouldn't be telling them to like have it turn over that way. If you have somebody that's out ahead of it, that's really not like a release problem, right? That's like the
Yeah.
body's too far out in front, and that's cause and effect.
So is
So
it an illusion thing?
I've
Because
seen
if
it
I'm
both
like this,
ways.
and if
no,
you
I
cross,
understand.
yeah, if you cross where your forearms are touching, and you always see it in the pictures, right? All the pros have their forearms touching at through impact, right? But
No, not through impact, post impact.
post impact. But what sometimes you don't match up with that is that their chest is turned to the target. So it's not like their chest is facing the target and their arms have crossed over this way. They're that
Right,
way. So in reality, where it looks like they might do this
Right.
is actually just the body's rotating and it gives the illusion that they went like this when they really
right,
didn't.
right,
Right.
right. Correct. Yeah, because like you don't like you talk about like PGA Tour guys, like what's the one thing that separates and differentiates, somebody like Scottie Scheffler, his biggest statement was he realized that he was able to control his face a lot longer through impact. And like controlling your face through impact is not having like roll. So like everything is matching up to where as you're coming through, like the hands are kind of staying the same way, and then it works around the corner. At least from my perspective. I used to work with a lady who um, was out at a club I used to caddy at, and she was all about like you're trying to get your hand down this way, like fast, but it all has to match up. So like if you're doing it too early, like you're gonna hit rip hooks, and if you're doing it and pulling it too late, you're gonna hit blocks. But it has to do with just matchup of rotation and body movement for sure. But I would think that if you watch the best players in the world, even people that kind of like hold it off, they're still releasing the club
Sure.
where their hand is kind of like more coming through to like spank than to like roll over and go that way. If you want,
Got
that's my thought.
Yeah, there's been a couple. It's one of my questions I love to ask instructors or teachers, and most of the time, like in big group settings, they'll just dodge it. They're like, it's one of those things that happens naturally, and what else do we got? So, like
Yeah.
some of like at the PGA show, like if there's a big group, I would can you talk about how to properly release the club because it's something that always interests me, right? Like how do you me? I just line up and play. I don't try to do this, that, or whatever. If I'm trying to hit a shot, yeah, maybe I'll try to hold it off, or maybe if I want to try to move it, right? But I've never in my life tried to consciously like do this, do that, do this. It just see ball, hit ball. Hopefully the body moves and stuff goes where it's supposed to, right? Um, so it's always a question I like to ask, and I've had people tell me like, so the butt end of the club comes down to the ball, and then when your hands get back to the position where it was, Now the butt end of the club has to face away from your target. So it's got to go that way. So that's like a drill some people have done. I don't know if there's any right or wrong to that, but it would be, so bring your hands down to the ball, which would be kind of your right thigh. And then once you get to your right thigh, all you want to do is make the butt end of the club go that way. And I'm not really doing it right because I don't want to smoke my, I don't want to smoke the, my phone off the.
Yeah.
So that's kind of so that's like a thought. And then you have Bender, who's like, put a golf ball in your hand, drag your knuckles through impact, and feel this. Like,
Right.
at what point do you release with a Bender swing? Right. Where is Mike Bender telling his student to release the club? He's not. It's like, put the golf ball in your hand, drag the knuckles, and you come through and you saw it off and turn. Right.
Well, he does tell you where though, because he's very big into like putting the club into impact with the left wrist,
Yep.
like moving this way. So like even if you look at your right hand, like it's still working in this direction. The difference is that your move, like for him, he's inside and then up and around. So like there is going to be more of a, like he's still not even releasing the club this way. He's actually getting it down into impact, his hands like this, and then he's telling you to let it fold up.
Yeah.
So like it's still, as you're coming down, you're trying to get that right arm to extend and the hand to get into this position. It's just, it has to do with like left wrist and the where the club is coming in from.
Yeah.
So it's coming in from more of an inside plane, or in like under the plane, or like, and then it's going around that way where your hand's not turning over, it's just staying here, and then your arms fold.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
yeah.
All right. So just to wrap it up, because we could go on to this for hours.
Yeah, we definitely could.
One last question.
Yeah.
For each of you, just take a minute. In a golf lesson, do you ever teach release?
Yeah, absolutely.
And follow up, what do you teach?
Go ahead, Tony.
I mean, I pretty much told you. Yeah, that like it's pretty simple for me. Like it's working in opposites, right? So if somebody is a holder and they're holding that club through impact and they have a trouble squaring the face, we're gonna work on releasing the club so you can feel what that feels like. And how do I teach it? Just like I showed you, just kind of like exaggerate what the move is supposed to be. Like, do the extreme.
Yeah.
Like, hook it off the planet for a little bit, feel it, and then we'll find our Goldilocks kind of timing.
And then walk it back.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Duval?
What was it? Do I teach release?
Yeah.
I feel like I teach impact, and then trying to have them understand getting the club face back to square. So I mean, when I was teaching, I wouldn't say that I would necessarily break it down to like, this is how you release it.
Yeah.
But I would say, show me impact and then see where the face is when you go into impact. And then how are you going to deliver that club coming back down to get it into impact? And then you have then there's just conversation of
at that point.
Yeah, I don't want it to like turn over. I don't want it to hold off. That's why I mean, it's very hard to get it. It's very hard to get a mid to high handicapper, even a low handicapper. It's hard to get a student to swing slow mo, and just like work on a position, because they want to see the ball fly, right? They want result.
Sure. Oh yeah.
So
I got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
What do we do?
What can I want to go shoot, 5 under my
snap my finger,
my handicap, my next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would not say that I teach release or that I taught release. I would teach how to deliver the club into impact. and not necessarily just focusing on releasing that club.
Excellent.
I
Good
would
stuff.
say I teach the opposite too, though. Like you get, if you have somebody who's too much down that road,
Just
and they like,
just
I think what you were talking about earlier, Andy, is rate of closure, like how fast that club squares up and how fast it kind of closes through. And always the slower rate of closure is always better, but
Right.
not everybody's built like that.
Agreed.
So I have some people who release too much, and they still get it around well. I mean, what's too much, right? But yeah, anyways.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, Tony, because I'm using the number one ranked player in the world. He's probably one of the best ball strikers to ever play, right? Like that's purely what I like. Just saying that his ability to control the face took him to an elite level. So like if you're going to break that down to a 10 handicap, it's the same thing as I'm sitting there saying, show me impact, and then push through to show me everything rotating through, which is going to allow that to sync up with their body, which is going to help with their rate of closure. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Very cool. Nice. I know when I was coming up in the ranks, the guy who did it the best, I'll have to try to find the videos of it. Like he would keep his club face square on line for like at least a foot, was Norman.
Norman or Greg Norman?
Greg Norman. Mo Norman, he's, whatever. But Greg Norman, he would keep that bad boy square for like, he'd be coming up off his feet and world number one at one point. But, well, very good, boys. I like that. Tony.
Base is king. Yes, sir.
We got a shout out from Florida. One of our members came back and was down playing with other members, and Mr. Dave Powers is hitting the shit out of it.
All right.
One of your late fall lessons. He was about ready to give up the game, and a success story, whatever you worked on. Just word back from Florida is he's enjoying the game and hitting it pretty damn well.
Oh, that's so cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's great, man. Thank you for sharing that. That's
little shout out. I just heard that yesterday. Kevin came back from Florida for being with the boys, and had to. I think he said his grandson's coming for a lesson. That might have been today.
Yep. I had him this morning. Yeah.
Was that before or after the pitcher of margaritas?
That was before.
Well after. It was well after.
Yeah. Went right thereafter. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
Absolutely.
All right, boys.
That's
awesome.
Great. That's great.
Very nice. All right, we got anything else, boys? All right.
I'm good, baby.
You guys want to keep chatting
golf swing,
release, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I know.
I think. Yeah, hit that.
Talk about launch angles and spin rates next.
Exactly. Yeah. Hit the music.
Hit the music. Get us out of here. Next week we're going to talk ball position and what happens when you don't understand.
Yes.
Ball position. Yes.
Love it.
AO chipping click
with a special guest, Marv.